Okay, episode 50. 50. I can't believe I'm saying that. I remember recording episode 1 in this tiny little box office. The kids were finally asleep. I had a cold cup of tea and I just talked. I didn't even know if anyone would listen. Like, genuinely. I thought maybe my mum would and my best mate, mainly out of pity. But here we are, 50 episodes later, and I need to say thank you. That's what this episode is. It's a big, fat, messy, probably going to get a bit teary thank you. Because when I started this, I had one thing in my head, one thing. I wanted a mum, even just one mum, to listen and go, oh, thank God, it's not just me. That's it. That was the whole point. I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have a content strategy. I had a phone and a messy kitchen and a lot of feelings I'd been sitting on for too long. I just kept thinking, why is no one saying this stuff out loud? Why is no one talking about what it actually feels like at 3 a.m. when you haven't slept in days and the baby won't stop crying and you're standing in the dark wondering if you're broken? Why is no one talking about the rage you feel when your toddler has their 4th meltdown before 9 a.m. and you've already cried in the bathroom once? Why is no one saying, I love my kids more than anything in the world, but today was really, really hard and I didn't enjoy it? Because that's real. That's what it actually looks like some days. And I just wanted to be the one who said it. So I did. And you lot showed up. You showed up and you sent me messages that made me cry on the school run. Messages like, I listened to your episode about sleep and I sobbed because I thought I was the only one struggling that much. Or I played your podcast while I was doing the dishes and for the first time in weeks, I didn't feel like I was failing. Do you know what that does to me? Do you know what it feels like to read that? It breaks me in the best way. Because that's exactly why I started this. Not for downloads, not for numbers, not for any of that. For that one mum in her kitchen feeling like she's drowning, hearing my voice and thinking, okay, maybe I'm not the worst mum in the world. Maybe this is just hard. Maybe hard is normal. And I want to be really clear about something. This is not a whinging podcast. I know some people might hear me talk about the tough stuff and think, oh, here we go again. Or here we go, another mum complaining. No, that's not what this is. I love being a mum. I love it so much, it scares me sometimes. My 2 girls are the best thing I've ever done. Full stop. Nothing comes close. When Maisie grabs my face with her hands and says, you're my best friend, mummy, I could honestly burst. When Maeve draws a picture at school and writes my name with a backwards L, I keep it forever, every single one. Being their mum is everything. But it's also the hardest thing I've ever done. And those 2 things can live together. You can love something with your whole heart and still find it really, really hard. That's not complaining. That's just the truth. I think for so long, mums have been told to just get on with it. Smile, be grateful, you wanted this. And yeah, I did want this. I wanted this so badly. But wanting something doesn't mean it's easy. And struggling doesn't mean you're doing a bad job. I need you to hear that. Having a hard day doesn't mean you're a bad mum. Crying in the car after a drop-off doesn't mean you're a bad mum. Losing your patience at bedtime doesn't mean you're a bad mum. Feeling touched out and wanting 5 minutes where nobody is hanging off you doesn't mean you're a bad mum. It means you're a human. A tired, stretched thin, doing her absolute best human. And the thing is, every single stage is different. Every stage. I remember when Maisie was a newborn and I was so deep in the fog of no sleep that I couldn't even form a sentence. I remember thinking it'll get easier when she sleeps through. Then she slept through and then the tantrum started. So I thought it'll get easier when she can talk and tell me what she wants. Then she could talk. And what she wanted was to argue with me about everything, every single thing. You want the blue cup? Here's the blue cup. No, not the blue cup. The other blue cup. What other blue cup? There was one blue cup. Meltdown. You know the drill. And now Maeve's at school and I'm in a whole new world. School mum life is a different kettle of fish, honestly. The WhatsApp groups alone could be their own podcast series. The friendship dramas, the reading logs, the mum, I need a costume by tomorrow for a thing I forgot to tell you about. It doesn't get easier. It just gets different. And every kid is so different too. What worked for Maisie didn't work for Maeve, not even close. Maeve was a dream sleeper, out like a light. Maisie treated sleep like a personal insult. Same parents, same house, completely different kids. So when I talk about stuff on here, I'm not saying this is how it is for everyone. I'm saying this is how it was for me. And maybe some of it sounds like your life too. And maybe some of it doesn't. Both are fine. That's the other thing I really care about with this podcast. No judgment. None. I don't care if you breastfed or bottle fed. I don't care if you co-sleep or sleep trained. I don't care if your kid watches TV while you have a coffee in peace. I'm not here to tell anyone how to parent. I'm a nurse, yes, but on this podcast, I'm not here as a nurse. I'm here as a mum. A mum who has bribed her kid with chocolate at the shops. A mum who has let the TV babysit so she could sit on the toilet alone for 3 minutes. A mum who has served fish fingers for many nights in a row and called it a balanced diet because there was cucumber on the plate. I'm not above anyone. I'm right in it with you. And I want this to always feel like that. Like you're sitting on my couch with a cuppa and we're just talking. No filters, no pretending, just this is what happened today and it was a lot. I also want to say something to the mums who have been here since episode 1. You guys are unreal. Some of you have sent me messages after nearly every episode. Some of you have shared episode with your friends, your sisters, your mum's group, and you didn't have to do that, but you did. And every time someone new finds this podcast, it's because one of you said, hey, listen to this, she gets it. That means the world to me, more than you'll ever know. Oh, I'm going to start crying now. Because I'm just one mum talking in my phone in a little room, hoping it helps. And you've turned it into something bigger than I ever thought it could be. 50 episodes. That's mad. And look, I'm not going anywhere. I've still got so much I want to talk about. I want to keep sharing my stories, the good ones, the ugly ones, the ones where I got it wrong and felt awful and then tried again the next day. I want to talk more about this school mum stage because honestly, I'm still figuring it out and I have a lot of thoughts. I want to get more experts on, people who actually know stuff, sleep people, feeding people, mental health people, because I think it's good to hear from them too. Not in a preachy way, in a real way like, hey, I've been struggling with this. Can you help me understand it? And I want to get more mums on, other mums with their stories, their mess, their honesty. Because the more of us who talk about this stuff, the less alone we feel. That's the whole point. So yeah, episode 50. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for messaging me at midnight to say an episode made you cry in a good way. Thank you for making me feel less alone too. Because here's the thing no one tells you. When I started this podcast to help other mums feel less alone, it helped me feel less alone. And I didn't expect that. But every message, every comment, every mum who said, me too, it reminded me that we're all just doing our best. And our best is enough. even on the days when it doesn't feel like it, especially on those days. Right, I'm going to stop before I actually burst into tears. 50 episodes down, loads more to come. I love you lot. I really do. Now, go and put the kettle on because you all deserve it.